Assalamu alaikum means peace be upon you, and welcome to your channel IslamVidz. Today we're going to tackle a little known but fascinating subject. There are Christians who don't believe that Jesus is God, and some have beliefs very close to what Islam says. But a question arises. Why don't they take the time to study the Quran? This book, which is free from contradictions, could however provide them with clear and profound answers. So stay tuned until the end to understand this important reflection. Let's discover together who these non-Trinitarian Christians are. In the major Christian churches, Catholic, Orthodox, or Protestant, Jesus is considered to be God incarnate, one of the three persons of the Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. But some groups reject this doctrine. Let's see together who these non-Trinitarian Christians are. Unitarians believe in one God, just as Islam says. For them, Jesus is only a prophet or an inspired teacher, but he is not divine. Jehovah's Witnesses consider Jesus to be a creation of God, his son, but inferior to him. This conception is similar to the strict monotheism preached by Islam. In the early days of Christianity, several movements saw Jesus as an ordinary man chosen by God. This type of belief is compatible with the Islamic view of Jesus as a prophet. In the 4th century, Arius, a theologian, rejected the divinity of Jesus and considered Jesus to be created by God. His ideas were condemned at the Council of Nicaea in 325. Adoptionists believed that Jesus was a man adopted by God at the time of his baptism. Again, we are getting closer to the idea of a chosen prophet, as described in the Quran. Finally, some believers, without belonging to a specific movement, also reject the Trinity. They interpret the Bible according to a strict monotheistic understanding, insisting on the oneness of God. In Islam, Jesus Issa is an important prophet. He was born miraculously from the Virgin Mary Maryam, but he is not God. He never claimed divinity. The Quran confirms this in several verses, for example, Surah 5 verse 72. Those who say, God is the Messiah, son of Mary, are in error. The Messiah said, O children of Israel, worship God, my Lord and your Lord. This is what is called Tawhid, the absolute oneness of God. So, why do these Christian groups who already reject the Trinity not study the Quran more, a book that is coherent and without contradictions? Why aren't they interested in the Quran? For centuries, relations between Christians and Muslims have often been conflictual. These historical tensions have created barriers and prejudices. These groups remain attached to the Bible. Even if they reject the Trinity, they seek their answers only in the Christian scriptures, without opening up to other sources. Many Christians misunderstand the Quran. They are unaware that this book recognizes Jesus, Mary, and other important biblical figures. However, the Quran clarifies many points left ambiguous in the Bible. For example, these groups often still believe in the crucifixion of Jesus. Islam, on the other hand, teaches that he was not crucified, as this verse mentions. They did not kill him, nor did they crucify him, but it was made to appear so to them. These groups are often in the minority and isolated, which limits exchanges with Muslim communities. Let's now look a little at the Quran side. The Quran is a book without contradictions, preserved for over 1400 years. It provides clear answers to many theological questions. Non-Trinitarian Christians would have much to learn by studying this book. What do you think? Should these Christians be more interested in the Quran? Share your opinion in the comments. And don't forget, subscribe, like, and hit the bell so you don't miss our next videos on Islam and interfaith dialogue. Thank you very much for your attention, and see you soon on your channel IslamVidz.